Hey everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and today's video is not a packing video. There shall be nary a diaper bag in this video, but what we are going to do today is talk about some cool new products that we have at The Sensible Mama that are focused around mental health. Now, if you've been following me on literally any other one of my socials except this one, you will know that is it echoing? I feel like it is. I'm gonna try to be less echoey until I get my microphone situation sorted out, because yes, we're back to that problem. I love talking about mental health. I've been in therapy for over a year now. It has been life-changing. But if you're in therapy, you already know that so much of the progress that you make in therapy is not what you do in the 45 minutes to an hour that you're with your therapist. It's the work that you do in between sessions. And sometimes that can look like journaling or meditating, doing like really deep self-reflective stuff, but also it can look like little daily habits that you get into that just kind of help you make sense of your thoughts and your feelings. So one of the things that I got into recently, which is neither here nor there, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway, is tarot. And for a long time, I had some kind of, I think, misconceptions about tarot, because I think that there are people who see it as a lot different than what it really is. But I read a book, I was trying to learn about the history of tarot, and I read a book that talked about tarot is not there's nothing about it that is trying to predict the future, because there is not a finite predictable future to predict. So therefore, tarot cannot do that. I should go ahead and say, before anyone gets upset with me, this was just one person's opinion that I came across in one book. If you disagree, that's okay. I am not a tarot expert. I just vibed with that kind of way of thinking about it. And what it said, which was interesting to me as a psychologist, is that it said tarot is really about helping you unpack and access things that are in your unconscious. So you flip a card over, you go, if you're like me, you don't know what the cards mean, so you pull out your little guidebook and you see what this card is supposed to represent. And then the process of you interpreting what that card means is how you gain insights into your subconscious, because whatever you bring to the interpretation of that card based on what you're reading in the guidebook and what you know about your own life is informative. And I just thought, this is really cool. But not everyone is into tarot, and I understand why. I know that, religious folks like myself sometimes struggle with things like that. So I thought, okay, what are some things that might be more just universally helpful, little things that you can do to help with your mental health journey that are like fun and kind of on brand with The Sensible Mama? And I found this brand that has the coolest stuff. I have a whole bunch of things sitting here beside me. I'm about to flip the camera over and show you. But these are things that are related to affirmations, self-care and self-love, and also showing love to other people, because I've really come to realize that part of feeling happy and like a good person is actually showing yourself every day that you're a good person, and showing love to other people is a great way to feel good about yourself as a good person. So we've also got some stuff here designed to give you fun ways to show other people how much you love them, and I'm geeking out about all of it. It's not a lot. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things today. So let's go ahead and dive right into that after we have a quick word from our sponsor, which is my business, The Sensible Mama. The Sensible Mama is an online baby boutique for babies, toddlers, big kids, and moms. Our warehouse is located in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are mama-owned and mama-operated. Our website, thesensiblemama.com, is a place where you can find all of the best-known names in the industry researched by us. We are also the home of Limea brand, which is a high-end line of diaper bags, sunglasses, and accessories designed by me with busy moms on the go in mind. While you're there, make sure you sign up for our Sensible Reward program or apply for the affiliate program to start earning money either through cash back in the store or directly deposited to your bank account. Lastly, make sure you're following The Sensible Mama on Instagram to be ahead of the game for all store news and product launches. And with that said, let's get right back into today's content. Okay, so here's the first thing that I want to show you. This is a weekly self-care tracker, and I just think it's so brilliant. One thing that you're going to see as we go through all of the stuff from this brand is that it's all useful but snarky, which is kind of on brand with some of the cool things that we've brought to the store. I love I love having a sense of humor about things, treating our life with a little bit of comedy. And when you can incorporate humor with actual self-help, I just think that's really cool. So this is a pretty thick notepad full of paper. You can tuck it into your planner or leave it sitting out on your dresser, whatever makes sense for you. But you have a spot here where you can write down what week it is. And then you have self-care goals. They've went ahead and given you a whole bunch of ones that you can start with if you don't have any of your own ideas, but you also have open boxes here. I love avoid toxic jerks. But there's other great ones like meditate for 1 minute, pay bills. As someone who tends to put off things that are difficult for me to do or that feel clerical, I guess, I really put those off. So pay bills is on there, reach out to a friend, tidy something up, put phone down, take a walk, eat something green. It's just, I think it's really cool. And what you can do is each day you can kind of mark which ones that you did. And at the end of the week, you have an idea of kind of how you took care of yourself this week, which I think is really cool. I love that there are prompts down here for things you will avoid, things you will release, and things you will embrace. I've gotten really into this whole concept of things I'm going to release this week and things I'm going to embrace. Usually when I think about release and embrace, I'm thinking about cognitions, ideas that I have about myself specifically, but sometimes others. So as an example, I'm going to release self-defeating thoughts that tell me that I am not perfect, so therefore I'm not worthy. Embrace, I'm going to embrace self-loving thoughts, like I am a good person who is worthy of love, even when I'm in a bad mood. Things like that. So it's great to just write those down and kind of every day when you take a look at them, you can rehearse those to yourself, remind yourself of them, and work on them. You can do weekly affirmations, I'm so worth it, baby steps, whoops, maybe next week, or you can write your own in here. And then you can kind of rate yourself. So I think that this will be kind of cool. If you stick with it every week or every couple weeks, whatever, with the star rating, you can actually kind of see how well you've done and if you've gotten any better at self-care. Because we all know as moms, we've been told for a long time that we're supposed to come last. We're supposed to take care of everyone else but ourselves. And then if everyone else is taken care of and there's anything left over, then we can take care of ourselves too. But I don't think that's true. You can't pour into the little cups that your children are holding out to you if you don't have anything in your own cup. So it's important to fill ourselves up too. And I just think this is going to be really cool for that. And as always, the link for all this stuff that I'm showing you right now is going to be down in the description box. The next things that I'm going to show you are the Affirmators and the Affirmators Deluxe Kit. They're basically the same thing. This one just has 50 and this one has 100. The Affirmators are affirmation cards. So if you've seen, like there's a lot of videos that have gone viral on all the different social media sites about affirmations that people say to each other, or to themselves, I mean. And if you're like me, you might kind of struggle with knowing what kind of affirmations to set for yourself. And this is just a little box of different affirmations that you can say to yourself, but they've got a little bit of like a funny, humorous, comedic twist. So how do you use these cards? Turn the cards face down on a table in front of you. Shuffle them the way a 3-year-old would. As you mix the cards around, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and silently ask the cards to give you a message that will benefit you in this moment. Then reach in, pull out a single card, and feel confident that this one card is for you. Here are the cards. Now I'm going to show you in a minute. The deluxe cards actually have foil on them, so they're really pretty. But here are the Affirmators, and I'm just going to show you what one looks like. This one is called Strength. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. And based on what I know of mythology, probably with great hair and a six-pack. So that's a bonus card. But what you can do is you can take these, shuffle them all around, tell the universe or your own hands to pick for you the card that is best for you today. Pull it out. Whoops, I have two. Ultimate potential. I choose to live a life to my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, Smooth Jazz and Talk Radio. So as you can see, there's just all kinds of, I'm going to hold some of these up. You can pause if you want to read them. I don't want to take up too much time here. But it's just a great sort of daily reminder of things that we should each be telling ourselves are true about ourselves in a way that's funny and uplifting and hopefully inspirational. Now, the Affirmators Deluxe is basically the same thing, but I do think this is lovely for a gift because 100 ways to make you feel invincible even when it feels impossible. This is like a really, really nice gift box kind of thing. It opens this way with a little magnet. And in here you've got instructions for how to use the cards, and each card is foiled, which I just think is so pretty. And these are slightly different. This brand has all kinds of different types of affirmators, and this deluxe set has sort of an assembly of all the different types of affirmators. So I'm a worthy person of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it, and damn it, I am not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else, and then I'll run away very quickly. These bring me so much joy. When we found these online, I was like, we have to have these for the store. Today, I'll look at my life from a distance as if I'm a hawk flying overhead. I'll pause to think about what my current problems, conflicts, complaints will look like when I'm 80 years old, reflecting on the timeline of my life. From that distance, everything will probably be much better than okay. If I can think large enough, even big issues will become small. And if I can channel an 80-year-old hawk, that's when I'll really be onto something. So they're just super fun, and like I said, I do think that especially the deluxe set is going to be something that people will love to give as gifts. The next 3 things that I'm going to show you are more about loving on other people. If you have kiddos who are able to read, or teachers who are willing to read to your kids if they don't read yet, these are really cool. It's a little set of sticky notes, so they just come right off of here like this. You get the sticky notes, which say high five and awesome. There's a check mark for now, carry on, and so there. And you get a purple gel pen with it. So you can make little notes in really pretty purple gel ink. I will say with this pen, I had to sort of scribble on a different piece of paper to get the ink flowing, so don't be surprised if that happens. But look at how cute. I love this. Such a great way to uplift your kids or your partner or people at work, whatever makes sense. You can just toss it in the bag and have them at the ready. This one is what I love about being your mom, and this is just a little book filled with prompts. It tells you what to do over here, fill in the blanks. You've got a uniquely expressive gift for the much-loved person who calls you mom. So it gives you some examples of how to fill it in. But I just love each of these unique little prompts. Even if you are not giving this to your children, like ripping them out and giving them to your kids, I think this could be a really cool thing to have to document their lives and to give this to them when they get a little bit older. I love thinking about the day you. I love how we, every blank. One of the best things about being your mom is I love going blank together. It's just such a cute thing, and I feel like, I don't know, how many pages do you have here? It ends with I love being your mom. It's so sweet. 50. So there's 50 total. So fill it all up and give it to them on their birthday, or put it in their stocking as a stocking stuffer. This little plastic piece comes off, but yeah, I just think it's just adorable. And if you like that, you're probably gonna like this one too. What I love about grandma, this is something you could sit down with your kids. Even if they're not old enough to write yet, you could write that in for them. So it just gives them little prompts to think about for their grandma. We are ordering more for the rest of the family. We just started with these 2 this time, but we have another shipment on the way with ones for dad and grandpa and all that stuff. So you make the most blank ever. The world needs to know about your blank. I love when you call me blank. So I'm really looking forward to sitting down with my kiddos and having them fill this out, and I'll probably give this to my mom for Christmas this year. So quick recap, we've got the self-care weekly tracker, the Affirmators kits, the Post-it notes, and the What I Love About You sets. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I hope it was helpful and not too echoey. If you want to check any of this stuff out, it is available at thesensiblemaama.com, and I've got it all linked down in the description box below. So go ahead and check that out and let me know how it works out for you. Love ya, mean it always, mwah, and I'll see you in the next one.